Namaskar, good morning. Today we'll take a look at Kanchi Karpuram Limited. Kanchi Karpuram Limited. Obviously, it is at Kanchipuram, Tamil Nadu. It manufactures, again name, Kanchi Karpuram, camphor. Camphor and its various derivatives. So it is there for more than a decade. Good quality products, competitive price, and timely supply of the products. Management consists of Suresh V. Shah, Managing Director, Deepesh S. Jain, Whole-Time Director, Arun V. Shah, Whole-Time Director, S. Srinivasan, Chairman and Independent Director. Products include camphene, camphor, dipentene, double distilled turpentine, ester gum, fortified resin, gum resin, isoborneol acetate, pine oil, pine pitch, pine tar, sodium acetate trihydrate, so many such things. They are finding out new products periodically. Customers generally for all these products are manufacturers of tires, paint, paper, fragrance, camphor tablets. Camphor tablets are used for various purposes like pujo, etc. Rubber, etc. They wanted to expand their operations by constructing a building and placing in a lot of plant and machinery last year. That could not happen because of COVID-19. Now, normally it was expected to be finished by June, but now it's likely to be finished by December. Remember that. So after December, the sales and profits could improve further. What is the level of expansion, etc.? I do not know. It could be sizable expansion. Now let us look at the quarterly results. Net sales in the latest Q2 quarter is 54.34 crores. Previous quarter, June quarter, that is Q1, 24.44 crores. And last year Q2 quarter is 64.9. See, now 54.34. But the previous quarter is 24.44, year ago quarter is 64.44. So year on year there is a degrowth of 16.27 and quarter on quarter there is a huge growth of 122.34. So we expect normally that as COVID relaxes further and further, the sales will improve further and further. Now net profit 19.45 crores in Q2. Previous quarter, almost 1/4 of it, 4.9 crores. And year ago quarter, 9.3 crores. Look at that. Year ago quarter, sales were more by 16%, but profits were less by 109%. Now 19.49, previous quarter 4.9, year ago quarter 9.3. So net profits are higher year on year by 109.14%, quarter on quarter by 296.94%. That is why I have selected Kanchi Karpuram for my review. Net sales, quarter on quarter there is a huge growth of 122% and year on year there is a degrowth of 16.27%. Despite that, net profits are huge. Net profits have increased by 109% year on year, 296% quarter on quarter. Very good. Now, what will happen in the next quarter? I expect it to increase. Equity share capital, how much it will increase, we do not know. Now, December quarter approximately similar or slight increase. That's what I expect. But January quarter onwards, if the expansion is completed, there could be sizable increase. Basic EPS is 44.57. Of course, face value is 10 rupees. Previous quarter 11.32 and year ago quarter 22.14. So 100 here also 101% increase year on year and 293% increase quarter on quarter. Now, why is the year on year degrowth in sales? Profits have increased, but sales. Raw material cost is now 20.82 crores. Previous quarter 11.6. But last September quarter it was 42. From 42 it has come down to 20.82. So year on year in raw materials also there is a degrowth of 50.46. That is why the profits have come. Sales have gone down, but profits have come because raw materials cost also has come down. And quarter on quarter also raw material cost has come down by 86.56%. So that's the reason for the net profits increase. So other things are normal. All other expenditures are okay. Now we'll see market price is 448 around that now. Today it may differ. Price earning is 9.92. No, I think it will come down further. Price earning may be much less because now latest quarter this has increased. EPS has increased. Price earning may be around 2 or 3, something like that. Volumes are 30,000. 52-week low is 125. 52-week high is 499. Now for around 488, close to 52-week high. Technical rating is bullish. Annual results, if you see, I not only see the last 5 quarters, I also see last 5 years. Last 5 years, sales have increased from 56 crores to 202 crores. March 2016 year, 56 crores. From there it increased 58 crores, 114 crores, 187 crores. And last year, that is March 2020, 202 crores. So sales have been registering good, reasonable increase. Now net profit also was less than 1 crore in March 2016, then 3 crores, then 15 crores, then 28 crores, and latest March 2020, 25 crores. This year may increase. So sales and net profits growth in the last 5 years also was reasonably good. Now if you look at cash flows, latest year only I would say, earlier years it was very less. Operating activities receipts were 30 crores. Investing activities is usual expenditure minus 8 crores. Financing activities plus 1 crore. So net cash flow is 23 crores. Good. See, this cash flows we'll have to see, especially operating activities, how much it is it increasing? Investing activities also reasonable amount should be there that indicates that there is expansion going on. Financing activities sometimes plus may be there, sometimes minus may be there, not a very significant thing. But operating and investing you have to focus. Net cash flow is 23. Next cash flow is sometimes as low as 2 crores. See, Laurus Labs, somebody has commented, very low, just 2 crores. And it is because of the investing. See, if operating activities earn hugely, that is good. Then investing, if you are spending, Laurus Labs is spending a huge amount. Here also, investing they are spending. See, they have spent 8 crores in March 2020 year. And probably this year also they are spending a lot of money. That is good. See, net cash flow, sometimes it is even negative. Because financing, if you take a loan, the cash will come. That will come under financing activity. That may become plus or minus. If that becomes minus, net cash flow may be minus also. So, we need to understand the cash flow statement. So, we have seen cash flow for the last year. Now, latest half year up to March 2021, operating 30.88 crores, investing 26 crores. Look at that. 26 crores has been spent on investing activities during the first half year of this year. Last year it was 6.5, first half year 6.5 crores. Financing activity is 1.36. Cash at the beginning was 23.4. Cash at the end is 29.46. Very healthy, in my opinion. Now, EPS etc. has been increasing from just 1.91 rupees in March 2016 to 61 rupees in March 2020. Book value has been increasing from 18 rupees to 218 rupees. Dividend has been given reasonably good. On 10 rupees they have given 3 rupees. Not very great, but okay. They are spending more on investment. Gross profit margin is 18.38. Operating margin 17.76. Net profit margin is 12.78. All are good. So margins are good, very good. Return on net worth is 27.99, very good. ROC, return on capital, 38.34, very. But it has come down. It was 66% earlier. It has come down. 38 is very good. 66 is probably the capital employed was less. Therefore, 66 something like that has come. But 38 is more reasonable. Return, that was March for 2020. Return on assets is 26.42. That also is very good. Debt equity ratio, debt is very negligible it seems. Debt is very low. Interest coverage ratio is 41. So very, very, very good. So other ratios are very good. Now if you look at the historical prices, 3 years before the price was 127. 2 years before 561. So that was the best year it seems. It has gone up to 561. But 1 year before it had fallen to 285 again. Half of it. 3 months before from 285 1 year ago to 339, 3 months before it has risen. Then 1 month before it has risen to 360, 1 week before 384, now 447. 447 is high, it has risen very well. Now dividend, as I said last year, they have given first interim dividend 20% and then 10% final dividend, totally 30% or 3 rupees on 10 rupees. Earlier also they were giving. So dividend they are paying reasonably well. Promoters are holding 46.68%. They are increasing. Promoter shareholding has improved in May 20. So pledging is 0. Financial institution 0. Total DAA is as 11.24. So overall it is okay. Others 42. So if you look at that, net profit is increasing, net profit margin is increasing, low debt, no pledge. So all these are good. So investment costs are increasing. Investment is increasing. So and it has been postponed. Therefore, investment costs also will increase a little. So overall, the camphor industry is growing. Of that, Kanchi Karpuram is growing. There are 1 or 2 other competitors also, but Kanchi Karpuram is growing very healthily. There is increasing demand for camphor and various products. The geographical location, Kanchipuram, hundreds of temples and all around Tamil Nadu. So camphor tablets manufacturers will take from Kanchi Karpuram and make tablets and sell. So they are and cost wise they are becoming very, very competitive. So they, some competitors are there. Location of the plant and quality are very good. It is expected to continue. Potential growth in sales is there. Main raw now, what about raw material? So raw material for this is coming from maybe Malaysia, etc. It's imported. So imported means the price factor is not under the control of this company. So if the price increases, profit margin falls. If the price falls, profit margin increases. That is there. So imported raw material is there. The main product is of course camphor. Other derivatives are there. Now outlook for the future is substantial growth potential is there. All its products are in very good demand. But because of the import, foreign exchange fluctuations will affect to some extent if there are. But if foreign exchange, it can be good also. Foreign exchange fluctuations can have adverse effects, can have very good effects also. It works both ways. Import cost overall. So getting the raw material import means the problem is always there. So all other things are manageable. Kanchi Karpuram growth potential, how much we cannot say, but overall it is good. Now last year profit margin, operating profit margin 18%, net profit margin 13%, return on equity is 28%, all are very good. So overall Kanchi Karpuram is good. Now do you want to invest or not depends upon your portfolio. See, always I say maintain a portfolio of at least 10 companies. Overweight, sometimes we do, I also do it sometimes. If I feel that some company is very good, I more than the other 9 companies, I put more weightage on that. Sometimes we lose on that. Future Retail was a very good company. I had invested hugely in that, and then it became a dud. See, now it is being sold. So maybe Reliance will buy it at some price. So it could have been a great competitor for other retailers, but it failed. Retail industry need not have failed. Pharma industry need not fail. Karpuram industry may fail, but pharma industry need not fail if they look at the world situation, manufacture, and go on improving their products and go on improving their share of the domestic and the foreign market, can improve. But we should be watching every quarter's results, how things are moving. I have given you the overall perspective and actual performances. Kanchi Karpuram is good, but there are 1 or 2 competitors. We'll cover them also later on. So it's a good share. Now buying or holding or selling, etc., is a decision that should be taken by you, and you should be watching. Once you invest, you should be watching every quarter. There is no other way. There is no guarantee that a company will always succeed. Some companies are succeeding, but the best of companies are also failing after 20, 30, 40 years. Titan was a great company. Watches, everybody was wearing watches in those days, 20, 30 years back. Today, nobody wears watches. Cell phone has replaced everything. Cell phone has replaced calculators, cell phone has replaced watches, cell phone has replaced so many things. So some products are replacing companies. What to do? We must be watching. If you are watchful, if you are taking timely decision, you will be a winner. Thank you.